The setting up of the Economic, Social and Welfare Caucus. Yesterday's directive by leaders of the opposition to pass the budget came as a disappointment to many. We ourselves were ready to vote down the budget until the last-minute instructions to stand down, which we adhered to as per the conventions of party discipline. However, our supporters have made it emphatically clear that it is crucial to be dictated by our conscience in matters of national importance. We want to honour that trust placed in us and act accordingly. Members of Parliament were voted in by the Rakyat to represent their interests. Along the way we fell short of fulfilling expectations. It is therefore incumbent upon us to rectify matters and acknowledge our shortfalls, which we intend to do through the creation of this caucus. Having spent the night reflecting on the budget vote, we have decided to come together to champion clear-cut policy alternatives by diligently performing our role as opposition lawmakers. Budget 2021 failed to provide sufficient social safety nets for the underprivileged in Malaysia. With interventions such as early EPF withdrawal, the government is forcing people to borrow from their future instead of providing the necessary support today. 43% of EPF contributors under the age of 55 have less than $10,000 in their account. Especially during a time when savings have not increased, the government is more than willing to let people borrow from their future of RM41 month for the next 20 years. The government should prioritize providing relief funds instead in order to protect our savings and future-proof our retirement. There is also a lack of focus on job creation, especially at a time when many Malaysians have been forced out of work as a consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent economic crisis. This situation is only going to worsen in 2021. A budget that overpromises on revenue and undercuts vital services is not one that serves the needs of the Rakyat. It also does not address the bigger issues at play, such as taking advantage of the global trade war and addressing the challenges of climate change. This caucus believes that the government of the day must focus on providing concrete and definitive policies on these current key issues: future-centered and future-proof job creation, a Green New Deal, no one left behind, broadening of social safety nets. As members of Parliament, we must, first and foremost, represent our constituents in the Dewan Rakyat. As members of the opposition in a parliamentary democracy, we also have the responsibility of providing sufficient checks and balances against the excesses of the government. We must also not forget the issues of social justice and anti-corruption that KEADILAN stands for, and for which our many supporters have dedicated themselves to. These are the principles that we will continue to champion as proud opposition members, to manifest service and loyal to King and country.